Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Daniel's son. Um, I just decided to come on here and talk about my fragrance of the day today, which is going to be Paul Sebastian, or PS Paul Sebastian. This come out in 1979. I've had this in my collection since 1981, 1982, somewhere like right along there. As a matter of fact, at that time, when I first got this in 81 or 82, I'd already had like Pierre Cardin, Canoe, Old Spice, Brut, all those things, all those fragrances that were really popular back in the 60s and 70s. And I remember in 81, 82, when I first got my nose on this, I actually smelled this and I was blown away. It actually still smells like I remember it back then. I don't think they, I don't think this has ever been reformulated except for maybe they had cut the oak moss, but it still smells exactly the same as I remember it in 81. Wow. But I remember when I first got my nose on this, I'd already had all those fragrances. I had already have had a really good collection by then. And when I smelled this, I was blown away because I've never ever smelled anything quite like this before. It was completely different. It was so masculine and mature, but it was sweet and floral, and it was very sophisticated and very elegant, and I was just mesmerized by this fragrance. I really was. There's nothing else out there like it when this come out, and there's still nothing like this out there today now. Out of all the fragrances created since 1979, there's still nothing like this fragrance out there. And I have a humongous collection, and nothing comes close to this as far as I'm concerned. As a matter of fact, let me read you the notes right quick. The notes to this is top notes is lavender, nutmeg, and sage. Heart notes is ylang ylang, cloves, jasmine, rose, and spices. And it just lists spices, but I know that there's cinnamon in here also because I'm able to pick up the cinnamon. The base notes is amber, musk, oak moss, and patchouli. What I was saying is, it just took me back. It made me like, I don't know. It just blew me away because nothing else was like it at the time. It was so masculine and mature, but sweet and floral and spicy and thick. And I'm still in love with this fragrance. I am. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing this today as my fragrance of the day. Wow. And all the fragrances I have right now, including all the like $3, $4, and $500 niche fragrances and all the high-end designer fragrances. Out of all those, some days I'd rather pick this up and wear this and experience this than the majority of the fragrances I have in my entire collection. Nothing else comes close, and I think it's a real shame that this fragrance isn't talked about in the fragrance community hardly at all. Every once in a while, every so often, somebody will mention it in some of the fragrance Facebook groups or on YouTube or something, but that's very rare that somebody does that, and that makes me sad a little bit because of the uniqueness and the beauty of this fragrance. And I just can't figure out why this isn't one of the considered one of the greatest fragrances ever created, because that's what I think. As a matter of fact, I've already done like a couple of different separate reviews on this, and this is also included in some of my top 10s. This was included in my top 10 favorite fragrances of all time, and in my top 10 of I will have this in my collection forever video. So this has actually been in a couple of my top 10s, and I like to bring this out every once in a while and talk about it, because there's very few people that do, and I think that's a shame. And I just want to keep talking about it, and hopefully people will start listening to me and trusting me about this fragrance. And I don't know, I just wanted to talk about it. Every time I wear this fragrance, I'm just blown away by the quality and the beauty of the smell itself, and how masculine and mature but sweet and floral at the same time. But anyway, that's all I got. And as a matter of fact, I'll put a link in the description on where you can get this. I've had this one bottle. This is an 8 fluid ounce. This is a humongous bottle. I've had this bottle forever. You can tell this is like a old school bottle. But I've had this in my, when I first got this, I think it was like, I think I got it for like 35 bucks or something like that. And I don't know if they still make the 8 fluid ounce anymore. But I know you can get like a 4 fluid ounce for still like probably $30 or maybe even under. But I'll put a link in the description on where you can get this if you're interested. So anyway, love you guys. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.